Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. That's it for today's video. The beer is courtesy of Phil. Thanks so much, Phil. I really appreciate it. It's a homebrew style, I don't know. And that's why I'm doing it on Tuesday to test my palate. So let me pour it first just in case it has like a lot of carbonation or something. Then I'm going to read the note he sent about this beer. Well, I don't think the overcarb is going to be a problem. So he likes saving some at the bottom, you know, because they're bottle fermented. All right, so let me talk about what it looks like first too, since I have like the proper head and everything. Just over a finger, just over half a finger of a mocha, light mocha kind of color. Pretty compact bubbles. The beer itself is brown, a little bit of like tan. It reminds me of like caramel candies down there. Soda, like, you know, like a cola, maybe a little darker than that. So as you can see in the title of the video, this is a Lithuanian Keptinis style of beer. I don't think I've ever had this style before. You take the mashed grains and put them in pans, then bake the mash for hours at high temperature so it gets caramelized and outer layer is charred. It gives these porter-like beer an interesting flavor. Admittedly, I'm not sure if I like it or not, but worth a try. I don't have access to Lithuanian farmhouse yeast, and I honestly bet it varies by farm, for sure. I agree with that, so I use Quebec instead, which I'm probably mispronouncing. See, I'm glad I talked about the beer because the head already went down. Let's get to the aroma. Oh, it's very porter-like. And you know what that charred into almost smokiness is there? There's like a burnt caramel, also just caramel note, or notes. Here's a weird one. It's brown bread, but like, how do I even explain this? It kind of makes sense with the process it's made, I guess. If you could take brown bread, liquefy it, and then you reduce it in a pan, it smells like what I assume that would smell like. You know, who hasn't said that 1,000 times? But yeah, it's very like roasty, almost smoky porter. Like that's, if you've never had this style, like I've never had it, that's really what it smells like. See about the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Phil. Hope you're doing well. Taste is similar. Yeah, it's like a roasty, almost smoky porter. I mean, that's really how it comes across. That charring is super interesting. That's clearly where it's coming from. I don't get actual caramel in the taste at all. Molasses, actually blackstrap molasses specifically. That brown bread thing for sure. Like a burnt dark chocolate thing. Not sweet at all. Not sweet at all. It's not soy saucy at all, but there's this almost, it's like at the door, you know, like it wants to go through the threshold into umami, but it doesn't quite get there. So it's not like almost soy. It's not soy saucy, but it's almost soy saucy. Yeah, it's super interesting. It's like savory on the low end of savory. You know, wow, this is really interesting. But like I said with the aroma, like it's a roasty, almost smoky porter. Like that's really how it drinks. There's this extra, like almost prickliness on my tongue too that I can't contribute to anything specifically that I can think of anyway. It's not very high, but it's definitely there. Just wonder if the ABV was on here. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see the ABV. Does he have it on the front? Yeah, 6.6. Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure he puts the ABV, and I was gonna guess around 5 or 6, so a little higher than I was thinking. I'll throw it all in. I wouldn't say it changes the aroma drastically anyway. And now that I've tasted it, I don't get that caramel thing at all. Seems to intensify the brown bread. Everything else is about what I remember it being before dumping in the rest. Yeah, this is good. Like, this is definitely good. That Sati I thought was excellent. This one's good. Sounds like you're not loving it either. Or you're, what was it? You couldn't decide if you liked it or not. Yeah, I like this. This is cool to try and stuff. I don't think this is going to be the new craft beer, in America anyway, a new style of 2025. But yeah, it's cool. I'm glad I got to try it. It's good. It's good. So have you guys had a style before? Have you had a porter that sounds like the way I'm describing it? What are your thoughts on this process? Homebrewing in general? Anything, everything? Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.